Hello, advanced algebra students. Welcome back to another video, our first one of 2021, as we look at expanding binomials and applying them to story problems. We're looking at how can we apply the products of binomials in a sense by using area problems. And a lot of it comes down to area, and there's some other examples that we can also illustrate, but it's using this idea of distributing through multiplication or FOIL or a box method, lots of different names, and applying that. We've only got one example today that I want to show you and then some practice. Again, we're running to the end of the semester, so keep up that hard work, take notes, and ask questions if you have them. Here we go. Mr. G, that's me right here. I want to put some wood chips around my 20-foot by 14-foot deck. So I've got a deck. I don't need wood chips under it. I just want to put it around. The wood chipped area is going to be X feet wide. So the whole way around that deck is going to be X feet all the way around. On one side, there's also going to be shrubs with the wood chips. Use the picture below to find the total area that the wood chips will cover. This picture's not drawn to scale. I'm not too sure why we put in shrubs here either. I mean, let's not worry about that fact at the moment. It might take up a very tiny amount of the area, but nonetheless. Okay, so we need to figure out how much of this white space is going to be covered in those wood chips, which means we've got this whole outer rectangle here that has an area, and this blue part, which is the deck. And so we need to use that information to come up with, in a sense, the area. So the area that we are truly looking for, capital A, equals, we're going to put this large area, take away the deck, minus the deck, because the deck sits on part of that large area that we're covering in wood chips, right? So I need to figure out this whole large area, take away the area of the deck. So let me erase some of these lines so that we can try and write the dimensions of this whole large area. The dimensions are given by trying to figure out how long is it from that strip to that strip, right? How long is this? Well, we know that from here to here is the same as the deck, so that's 20. And we also know that this little space is going to be X, because the wood chips are going to be X wide, as is this space. So I can then conclude, if I add these together, that this bottom side of that large area is going to be 2x plus 20. That'll be the bottom width, if you will. And then we got to figure out how long is it from here to here, right? What's that length if we use those terms, length? Well, I know from this top part down to here is the same as the deck, which is 14. And that this one down here, this chunk to this chunk is x, because that's the width, or that we get x plus 14. So there's our dimensions of the large rectangle, x plus 14 by 2x plus 20. And so we multiply those two to get the area of the large one, 2x plus 20 times x plus 14. So let's go ahead and calculate that. And that's the skill that we've been working on, in a sense, for the last, before break and now yesterday and today. Expanding binomial, all right? FOIL, or to distribute. 2x times x, 2x times 14. So 2x times x is 2x squared. Plus the 2x times 14 is 28x. So that's the first part of multiplying or distributing. Now the second part is to do the 20 times both of those. Or 20 times x is 20x. Plus the 20 times 4. 20 times 4 is 280. Sorry, 20 times 14. 20 times 14 is 280. All right, now we've got to simplify that part. 2x squared, because there's no other x squareds, plus 28x and 2x. Those we can combine together to get plus 48x plus that 280. So that's the area of the large white rectangle. We've now got to work on the deck, right? We got to figure out the dimensions because this deck is not going to be covered in wood chips. So the dimensions, or the area for that deck, are 14 by 20. We are given that, right? So we're going to take away whatever 14 by 20 is. Well, 14 by 20, we already described, is 280. 280. Fortunately, those two are just going to cancel out, and we're left with an area of 2x squared plus 48x feet squared, or square feet. So the area of the wood chips is going to be given by that expression, 2x squared plus 48x square feet. Meaning if we knew the width, the x value, we could figure out potentially how many wood chips we would need. So that's how we're going to apply this expanding binomials, right? Distributive property twice, or FOIL or box method, to then figure out how much of a given area is left. If you have questions, please make sure that you reach out. Otherwise, we'll see you next time, everyone. Stay safe.